Hello everyone, welcome to Divine and Wild Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to go over what is coming your way. If you're totally new to this channel, I warmly welcome you to this community. I'm an energy reader and this channel is all about tarot readings, channel messages, and connecting with the divine. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. If you're totally new to pick a card specific videos, all you have to do is pick a number between 1, 2, or 3, or we can look over here and you could pick between this deck, which is group number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. So whichever you're most drawn to, 1, 2, and 3 here. And then once you pick your number, go down to the description box below. You can find your number with the timestamp correlating to the number you chose. Click on the timestamp and that is where your reading will start today. And without further ado, let's start your reading. Hello group number 1, how are we all doing today? Thank you so much for your ongoing support. If you'd like to tip, you can find my PayPal link in the description box below. And let's find out what exciting things are coming your way. Let's see. Oh, this is really exciting actually. Group number 1, you have it going for you. I'm so excited for you because the first thing that I feel like, it's like you have hit rock bottom. I'm sorry you guys had to go through that, but you guys have hit rock bottom. It's just how life goes sometimes. It is just the way it is. And you know, I've also had my fair share of rock bottom moments, as we all do, as you know, in this incarnation, in this planet, in this dimension. This is just how things go, fortunately or unfortunately. I heard from somewhere that being a human is probably the densest experience a spirit can go through. So the fact that you're here is a lottery ticket to this experience. Spirit guides, they experience their journey in the etheric plane. They experience things on a dimension that seems maybe better. It's that whole grass is greener on the other side effect that sometimes we think that spirit guides know it all and they have it better and they don't have to deal with all the BS that we have to deal with. But you know what we have that spirit guides don't have is that we get to experience things physically. We can touch things. You can touch your hair. You can manifest things on the physical plane. You can touch, you know, the floor. You have gravity working for you. There is mass for us to experience. So I don't know why I went on that tangent, but what's coming for you guys, group number 1, is I feel like you guys are moving on from something that really was quite dense, something that was not exactly ideal in your situation, whatever that is. And I feel like a lot of you are already experiencing this positive changes, these fresher energy that's coming into your life. I feel as you make the decision to move on from this thing that was causing you so much grief. Maybe it was a work environment, maybe it was a job that was exhausting and sucking the living soul out of you. Maybe it was a toxic relationship that wasn't making you happy, that kept making you cry. Maybe it was, yeah, an abusive partner, something like that. Something that was really, it was like a toxic, addictive, like trauma bonding type situation that you guys were in. Even if it wasn't a romantic relationship, even in a workplace, we deal with karmic soul interactions, even with coworkers and in friendships and whatnot. So, and some of you guys, it is about a toxic friend. So letting go of friends that are not serving you or, you know, benefiting you anymore as an individual. You know, you can really gauge how your choices are doing and how everyone and everything in your life is adding to your plate or not, because when they're adding to your life and that they are a divinely guided unionship that is meant to happen, that is for the greater good and greatest good for you and everyone involved, you feel light and happy, and the good times override, and there are more good experiences than bad. Okay, in any relationship, in any connection, there will be good and bad. There will be disagreements and there will be good times. So you have to weigh in how much of your experience with this person or this thing is giving you more happiness, or maybe it's not. Like, is it 80% of the time is a bad time, and then only like 5 or 10% of it is a good time? You know, that's when you really got to ask yourself, okay, like, how much of this will you put up with? And if it is, you know, I have some really great friends in my life, and I'm really grateful for that, and I'm aware of that. And I feel like 80 to 90%, maybe even 95% of the time, I'm having a good time with them. If not, then it's like 99% of the time. And, you know, there will be moments where you need to, you know, have hard conversations with them, or just simply communicate with them your thoughts and, you know, what your goal is with this thing or that thing or whatever. And, or maybe, you know, there will always be little quarrels with people in your life, but what I'm talking about with things that you will decide to move on from is stuff that are really obviously sticking out like a sore thumb that is not making you happy at all. So I get that some of you guys will be tempted, or currently you have decided to move on, but you're tempted to go back to. It's like you're almost wavering back and forth with deciding to actually move on or not. So there is a little bit of that. Spirit doesn't want to acknowledge that you are sensing that, and maybe that's why I went on such a big spiel about, you know, how do you decide what is good for you or not? You know, if they're actually good for you, then it should be more good than bad that's happening. You know, the experiences that you collect with that individual, or, you know, the job or whatever. So what's coming your way is you actually moving on from something that was weighing you down, truly. And once you have made that decision of moving on, you're going to experience this rush of inspiration and energy coming to you, because it's almost like a vacuum effect when you let go of something, when you've actually decided to cut the cord with something and actually, you know, move forward with your life without them or without that. You create this vacuum effect. It's like, okay, you have all this empty space now in your energy field, so all of these new things will get sucked into your space, because, I mean, you've made room for new things to come into your life. And so it's almost like an instant manifestation of or as fast as it can be, you know, in the 3D realm, in this plane that we live in. Sometimes manifestations take more time than we would like it to. Sometimes it's instant, sometimes it's really immediate, but most of the time I find that it does take maybe a few moments. You know, like when you manifest someone in your life, they're not literally going to knock on your door in the literal next second. I mean, sometimes they do it in very rare occasions, and I do wish that for you. If you manifest something and it's really working, I hope that it comes into your life in a heartbeat. But in most cases, you know, it does take time to travel to you on the physical plane. So, but rest assured, I feel like group number one, what's coming your way is real positive momentum coming into your space. And I feel like that can mean so many things. It depends what your situation is. I feel like, you know, most of you are desiring an improvement and an evolution in your career, and I do see that coming to you quite fast as well. So don't be surprised to, you know, get, you know, promotions or a new job opportunity or a new business idea that you're all of a sudden you just jump out of bed and you're like, oh my god, I need to do this. You should do it. That's a divinely guided inspiration coming from spirit, is when you let go of something. And also the same thing when you declutter. I found that this is super effective. How powerful it is to get rid of your old junk, like old books, old clothes, anything that you're not using anymore. Like, as a woman, I get it. There are things that you want to hold on to, there's sentimental value, but all of these little trinkets and things and clothes and books and stuff, it's energetically taking up space. So the more you can clear out your living space, I mean, I'm not about the minimalistic lifestyle. Like, I like to have things. I like to have a good collection of things and have a beautiful living space and the furniture and the whole 9 yards. So it's not about simplifying or being a minimalist. It's not about that at all. It's more so about getting rid of things that are stale, that are literally have not been touched in years. Clothes that you, every year, whenever you get rid of your old clothes, you ask you're like keeping this one thing for some reason because it has sentimental value. Like, if you haven't worn it in 2 or 3 years, it's a really good idea to consider getting rid of that. Because what I'm getting at here is every single thing that you own and leave and keep in your living space, it holds a type of energy in your room, in your living space. So decluttering, and that will also help the energy that wants to come into your existence faster, to help you manifest things faster, because in that way you can help the universe help you by creating this vacuum effect of, you know, getting rid of this, moving on from that. Really meaning it when you say, you know, more of this person, no more of this situation. You do not want to experience this experience anymore. And also decluttering your space. That is just so powerful if you can let yourself get to that point and being productive in terms of decluttering your space. So that's the biggest thing happening for you guys, is manifestations of many doors opening for you. Mostly in career. I feel like most of you guys are focused on that anyway. And if you guys are more concerned about your relationship and manifesting someone new, I feel like that will come after a few beats. You know, I feel like you guys need to go through a healing process first and let yourself breathe, let yourself just settle into this newfound energy, in this newfound space of, you know, being you again, and also experiencing, I don't feel like you guys are going through a deep transformation per se. It's not, you know, in the spiritual space there's just all this talk about transformation and dark night of the soul and whatnot, but you guys aren't going through that. It's not so much that, but more so you shifting into a better version of yourself. As simple as that. It's nothing daunting. It's nothing crazy. I feel like, if anything, you guys have already experienced a deep transformation and a really powerful, grounding, shifting, chaotic type of experience recently. Or for most of you guys recently, yes, and for others of you guys, you guys have been going through that for months, maybe even years. So I feel like you guys are really starting to come out of that. You guys are experiencing the dawn. Is it called dawn? Yeah, the dawn, you know, the sunrise. You guys are experiencing the sunrise finally warming your skin, warming your soul, and giving you the rewards that you guys deserve. And so on this path of, you know, new things coming your way, I feel like you'll get this rush of new energy, inspiration that you should definitely act on, and doors opening up to you, and really taking the hint from the universe and taking those opportunities and letting yourself bathe in this newfound energetic space. And, you know, there will be a moment, the reason why I say there will be a few moments before you maybe meet someone new is because you have this, you know, thing, you're planting new seeds. You are redefining what you actually want in this lifetime. And so it just takes a few beats. It takes a few moments for the universe to catch up to the new you that you are anchoring yourself into. And, you know, you are fertile with inspirations, with creative ideas, and how to become a better person, financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, all of the above. I feel like you guys are going to experience, like, I really want to, you know, tap into something specific for you guys, but Spirit really is giving you this overall blanket of, you know, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So it's everything is going to expand for you, and that means in all departments of your life. So really take advantage of that experience. I feel like people have taken so advantage of you for so long that it's your turn to take advantage of the good things happening in your life and being selfish for once and taking care of yourself for once. I feel like group number 1, you guys are such giving souls. You really have gone through it in many ways. So moving on to bigger, brighter things and letting yourself set sail into a brighter future, essentially. So that's the reading I have for you guys, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, group number 2. How are we all doing today? Thank you so much for your ongoing support. So much gratitude to every single one of you guys. And if you'd like to tip, you can find my PayPal link in the description box below. And let's find out what new things are coming your way. Actually, you know what? These do want to be upside down. So the Death card and the 5 of Cups reverse is actually really positive. And here, let me pull out 2 more cards. Oh, that's nice. I feel like you're going to get a lot of attention from the opposite sex. I feel like you're going to have people actually notice your beauty and notice how amazing you are as an individual. The Knight of Cups and paired with the Eight of Wands? Yeah, 8 of Wands. It's this spiral and this momentum, and like I feel like all eyes are on you for once. Like I feel like the way you were holding your energy and what you were experiencing in life, it wasn't really encouraging people to really pay attention to you in a good light, I want to say. Although it didn't seem like a bad light, it just seemed like what you're moving into now is people will notice you. It's like you're gonna experience this glow up, and people are all of a sudden going to be paying attention to you, what you're doing, how you're feeling, how can they be like they're inspired by you as well. And I sense like people are gonna want to copy you because like you're doing something in one way and it looks good, and they are so inspired by it that they want to do what you do as well. And so it's this surge of attention brought onto you. Even people walking on the street, you're turning heads, and people are noticing your whole existence publicly, online, and especially in person as well. If you're showing up at events or going to places, I feel like people will be quite drawn to you and your energy, the way you are. Don't be surprised if you guys get more romantic sort of initiations coming towards you, and people expressing that, or starting conversation with you because they want to get to know you, stuff like that. So that's one thing that's coming your way. Other than that, I feel like well, that makes sense. You have the Emperor because that's about confidence and being fair and just having a strong head on your shoulders. You have, your opinions that you really stand for, and you have your boundaries in place, and you just know what you want, and you're confident that what you want is right. And I mean, that is one reason why so many people will be drawn to you, because you're actually standing firm with what you believe in, and you're no longer being a pushover. You're no longer being a doormat. You are now any major arcanas are about major situations happening in your life. And so the Emperor really speaks to me that you guys, group number 2, will be being in a place of so much more confidence and so much more faith in who you are as a person and where you're going, where you're taking. I feel like a lot of you guys in group number 2 are business owners, leaders in some way, shape, or form. People really look up to you, and they want a piece of you. Everyone wants a piece of you because something you're doing just looks right. You're successful in what you do, or so it seems to other people. And I feel like some of you guys have been doubting yourself in the past, and so what is really coming your way, and what probably you're already experiencing little bits here and there already, is that newfound confidence and you being sure about what you want. And you know, it's nothing wavering, nothing flippy floppy. It's just pure knowing that, you know, you're going to go in this direction, you know what you want, you know what's right for you. There's no question, no doubt about it at all. I just feel like you're really going to glow. I feel like your business is going to expand. I feel like your partner, or if you're single, then there will be just more attention on you from the opposite sex, and they, you know, people will appreciate you more. People will want to be on your good books. People will want to learn from you. There's all of that admiration and sort of like, you know, putting you on a pedestal, like those kind of things will be a thing in the coming weeks, in the coming months. And you know, because you're going to put out all this great karma and being so sure and authentic with who you are and what feels right to you, I feel like this karmic buildup you're going to create for yourself will really benefit you for the years to come. And if you don't already feel this way, take this reading as an advice to you that you guys have a lot going on for you. You guys have a strong head. What you're thinking is right. Do what feels right to you, and really don't let anyone sway you in what you truly and strongly believe in. You have the Death card in reverse, and I'm just learning reversed meanings of tarot cards. So let's give this a shot. The Death card normally means an abrupt change, an abrupt, you know, something, just a transformation of some sort. So the Death card in reverse would indicate, okay, so you have gone through the ish, you have gone through the S-H-I-T, you have gone through, you truly and hopefully have gone through whatever you have gone through, and Spirit applauds you for that, because you know it was hard. It was a full-on trials and tribulations situation that you guys have probably experienced in your lifetime so far, and you have come through that episode, that chapter in your life is over, and the self-doubt, low self-esteem, all of that garbage is, you know, behind you, and you're stepping into this newfound version of you that is so much brighter, so much more confident, so much more sure of himself or herself. And you know, the Five of Cups in reverse also emphasizes the Death card in reverse, because that usually means, you know, you're upset, you're sad, and you know, you're focusing on all the wrong things. But in this case, in reverse, you guys are focusing on all the good things that came out of it, which is so good for you. I feel like you guys have been able to actually fully and truly learn from your experiences in life and grow from it in such a powerful way. So let yourself be open to receiving all the great compliments you're about to receive, and really stand and sit on your throne of greatness, because you guys are absolutely talented and fantastic, and have the leadership qualities in you to initiate things and make things happen as well. So that is all so powerful that's coming your way. Yeah, like I was saying, this is just repeating messages now. Page of Pentacles, about, you know, in general, your energy is expanding, and so of course you're going to get new ideas. Your business is going to continue to thrive, and most likely even expand financially as well. So let yourself be drawn into your creative inspirations and new ideas that pop up. These are divinely guided, and you know, I feel like with anything else in life, you know, you gotta take it slow. You know, the advice coming through is, you know, you experience all this newfound confidence. Yes, you are experiencing a glow up. Absolutely, yes. although you do need to take it slow and let things come to you, you know, don't rush things too much. You know, the energy that I get for you guys is a rushed, you know, an influx of attention on you, yes, but you got to remind yourself to, you know, take it slow and steady. You know, there are great ideas that are going to come to mind, you know, to take it one step at a time as well. Yeah, really positive cards. Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands. So passion, ideas, just overall this fiery, passionate way of being that I see you guys in. And I'm like imagining this kid, you know, when you're a kid or you watch kids run, it's like they have not experienced tripping up yet. They have not experienced falling on their face yet. And so I see you guys being so ecstatic in this newfound energy, and you're running so fast, like as if nothing can stop you. And I do see you guys and that's why Spirit is asking you to take it slow and steady, because when you're going that fast, when you're that excited about something, that passionate about something, you know, you don't want to trip up. You still want to read the details, read in between the lines, and look at the fine print, and, you know, reminders of, you know, taking a break and having balance, and, you know, taking your naps, having a good sleep, taking your showers, you know, all the basic things, you know, eating well as well, and, you know, things, you know, go at a, one sec, because Spirit is telling me two things right now. It's like there is this really fast energy coming into your existence, but then there's this like advice and encouragement of taking things more in a balanced way. So let yourself be inspired. And it's this Emperor energy, you know, it's not a rushed energy. The Emperor is sitting on his throne. He is an abundance of ideas that will make reality better, and, you know, he's able to see things for what it is and make the right decision. You know, keep a journal of ideas, and, you know, if you're excited about something, write it down so that you have it there. So that's the reading I have for you guys, group number 2. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, group number 3. How are we all doing? I hope you guys are doing well, and thank you so much for your ongoing support. I truly am so grateful for every single one of you guys. If you like the tip, you can find my PayPal link in the description box below, and let's find out what is coming your way. I feel so much Pisces energy. I don't know what it is, but there's the dreamy, kind of like laid back energy happening here. More so like the daydreamy aspect of what Pisces mean. So what's coming your way is, oh, that's really nice, actually. So, you know, I see pleasure coming your way. I feel like you guys will experience some peace in your life finally. Like peace, serenity, knowing the truth, and finally getting, you know, the answers you were looking for. I feel like clarity will be a big thing that will be happening for you guys. You know, the gateway to a different dimension. It just, the languaging for group number 3 feels etheric almost. So I feel like you're going to experience life in different ways and having new perspectives that you've never really thought about before. So there is a level of, okay, you're really shedding that old skin. Like it is a transformative moment you guys are going to be coming into, which, or maybe you guys already are feeling it, or already in the middle of it. So it's about, I feel like you guys will be inspired to have more fun and incorporate more good experiences in your reality, because the pleasure card speaks about, you know, taking the route that feels most pleasant. You know, there's so many different paths you can take in this whole experience of life. So it's, you know, I feel you guys will be choosing consciously to be taking the path that feels most joyful, that feels most right to you, that feels most pleasurable to you as well. So alongside of all these pleasures that you'll be experiencing, and you know, universe and your body, your subconscious, your soul will be guiding you to take the more pleasurable route in general. So besides the feeling and experiencing more pleasurable things in your life, I feel like I'm a broken record. Okay, so you're going to be experiencing peace and quiet. You know, I feel like you guys just came out of some sort of chaotic moment in your life. You know, a tower moment where maybe something came crashing down. You guys maybe had a lot of arguments with someone or something, and like maybe something was just feeling like it was sideways for a while. And so I feel like you guys are really coming out of that now, and you're just gonna experience a moment of just calmness, of just nothingness, of just, and it's like just such a great moment to be in, because not only are you guys going to be experiencing just stillness and serenity and peace and happiness and the pleasures of life, whatever that means to you. I feel like I see hotel rooms for some reason for some of you guys, wine and steak or whatever it is that you like eating, like a good why am I seeing, what is that vegetable? I can't think of it for the life of me, but I just see like grapes and like cheeses, and like for some of you guys are vegans or like fruitarians, that, you know, juicing and really beautiful and delicious juices and just nice things that really feed your body in a really fulfilling way. You know, the gateway and the unicorn, so it's like experiencing life in such a way that feels totally different, just, you know, giving yourself a break. The unicorn, it's about, you know, exploring your imagination and exploring life in an out of the box way, you know, going on a really long road trip from one side of the country to the other side, you know, doing things that are totally not normal. You know, I think of, you know, crazy athletes that bike from one side of the country to another, or just going on a really long road trip, or just deciding to switch up your career completely and entirely, and just, you know, not being unconventional. I see you guys being unconventional and really turning heads in that way, but you don't care. It's not about people, it's about you, and the truth of how you want to live your life will really be revealed to you in the next few days, weeks, and months for sure. Like, hey, what do you want to design and what do you want to create? I just see you guys creating space, like it's just this blank canvas, and you're just painting on the wall, and you're redesigning and shifting your furniture. And you know, when it comes to people or, you know, individuals, especially you guys, group number 3, that are going to be experiencing this transformation, you want to switch up. You want to follow those inspirations and, you know, continue to nurture your body in such a way that really feels healthy and good and high vibrational, but also, you know, shifting your furniture around. And, you know, I hear the violin for some of you guys, violins, flutes for some reason, like musicians. Maybe some of you guys are musicians. It's just so, there's this almost eccentric energy I feel from you guys, group number 3, where it's just so out of the box. So there's 2 things happening for you guys that you guys are, what's coming your way is stillness, peace, calm, you know, just having that daydreamy type way of being, where you're not fully checked in reality, but you know, you're really just letting yourself sink into the portals and dimensions of imagination, and letting yourself really dive into that and finding the truth of the matter. And I feel like the truth is going to come to you, like someone's going to send you a message, really coming at you with how they feel about you, or, you know, someone coming to you with an apology, and someone, and then other people coming to you because they just love you, and I feel like there is this sort of, you're gonna have a pleasant time that's coming to you, where people that you used to want attention from, like you don't really care about anymore, and instead they're coming to you. And you know, all of these little things that you used to care about, it's like you don't care about anymore. So shifts in many ways. Oh, here. You are infinite love, look inwards for answers. So, you know, the truth card came up as well as that message. You are infinite love, look inwards for answers. So let yourself, well, first of all, be patient with yourself, because the answers will surface from within your soul to your conscious mind by you being gentle with yourself and having patience and letting yourself bloom naturally. You know, when a flower blooms, it's happening so delicately. You can't force a flower to open up. You need to let time happen, let time pass for the flower to bloom naturally. And that's the same effect that Spirit is encouraging you to take. You are so loved. So it feels like a bunch of self-care and nurturing times ahead for you guys, and, you know, peace and calmness really around the corner. If not already, I feel like some of you guys are already in that stage of just feeling just great again. It's been a time, and now it's time to just take a break from reality and, you know, let yourself being gentle with yourself. You know, some of you guys have really gone through it, whatever it is you guys have gone through. You know, home, you guys are getting the message of being at home and making sure that your space is exactly how you want it to be, okay? If that furniture is not sitting right in your room, if that chair needs to be moved in a different angle of the way it's like positioned, you know, move it. And if there are things that need to be thrown out, you got to throw it out so that you can really clear up your space and just let your imagination run. I feel like you guys are more so, decluttering is always a good idea, but I feel like the energy that is supported here more for you guys, group number 3, is about decorating or redecorating and adding things that make you excited in your workspace or office space or your living space in general, and just really tending to your soul and the altar that is you, the precious, beautiful gem that you guys are. It's it's almost like you're like, metaphorically, I feel like you guys are like polishing, like if you were a stone, you were a gem, you were a crystal, it's like, you know, we're just polishing you up to make you sparklier, prettier, more beautiful, and just polishing and just sanding down any rough edges. And I feel like Spirit, the universe, and life in general is polishing you up, metaphorically speaking, into a shinier, more crystally version of what you already were. So I hope that resonated, and if it did, consider giving a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now.